Hello, my dear learners and viewers. Welcome back once again to virtual platform of the Olgram BL High School. May peace, mercy, and blessing of Almighty be upon you all. I hope you are all hale and hearty by the grace of Almighty. And I also think you are staying at home and having a good time through your study. As well as I suppose that you are a little bit more anxious thinking about the situation because the whole world has been infected by coronavirus, COVID-19. It has collapsed our all development works. So, my dear learners, nothing to worry about it. Because hard time is not permanent in our life. Good days will come. So, obey the rules of health which has been provided by the WHO for protecting yourself and others from this such a dangerous disease. And pray to Almighty for protecting us by His mercy. Dear learners, as usual, I am before you to conduct a new session. Before going to new session, I would like to introduce myself for those who are watching my online class at the first time. Here I am S.M. Shamim, Assistant Teacher of Deulgram BL High School. Once again would like to take another class in front of you. As you know, in my previous class, I discussed about the articles. Now, I am here with a new session. This session is very organic and vital for the students of class 9-10 along with for the students from class 6 to 11. So let's not waste our time. Get ready with your exercise book and related materials for watching my class. Due to time limitation, I will discuss about the some important of my new topics. So I am going to start my class. Our today's topic is voice change that I have written on the whiteboard as a headword. Dear learners, I think most of them know about the voice change. But for your better conception, I am telling you in details. Regarding that, you have noticed I have written down two sentences. Here, one is I eat rice, another is rice is eaten by me. They are different, but both have the same meaning. They are different in texture, different in shape, but they have the similar meaning even they are in the same tenses. Same tense. First one is here I eat rice. I does the work of eating rice. That means I actively perform the action of verb. And the second one, rice is eaten by me. Here rice is a subject of the sentence. But here I is the subject of the sentence. I does the work actively. But rice is a subject, it is not the performer of the action of verb. It is not the performer of the action of verb. Here we see is another shape of I. That means objective form of I. It is also I. It is also I, but it is here in the another disguised form. It is also product of I. Here me is the performer, is the action of verb. And but it does not participate here actively. It is used here as a subject. Now you can tell me who is the performer of the action of verb in this sentence. Me is the performer of the action of verb. But it works from the position of object, not in the position of subject. Okay? Now, my dear students, what is voice? Can you tell me? Voice is the way of expressing verb. We can expressing verb. We can express here, I eat rice. We can express the verb actively, and here rice subject is not express the action of verb. Here me express the action of verb. Work as a object from the position of object. So we can say voice is the way of expressing verb which describes either the subject does the work or the work has been done by the subject. Okay? Here the subject, it is I, perform the action of verb, does the work. Here also does the work, but it is not active way. It has been done by passive way. It has been done directly. The subject does the work directly, and here subject does the work indirectly. So in the first one, verb express its active mode. So we can call it active voice. Active voice. And the second one, verb express his passive mode. So we can call a passive voice. Passive voice. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have got the point. As the subject, when the verb is in the passive mode, sentence is passive voice. When the verb is in the active mode, sentence is active voice. that we can express the verbs in two different ways, active way and passive way. Active way means the action of the verbs has been done in the point of subject, and passive way means the action of the verb has been done in the point of object. Okay, I think you have got the clear conception about active voice and passive voice. Now, can you tell me how many types of voice? This is very clear. There are two types of voice, active voice and passive voice. Okay. Now we will know how to change the active voice, or how can change the passive voice, active voice to passive voice. If you want to change the active to passive, for learning active voice to passive voice, you must know the three things: subject, number 2, object, verb, number 3, object. That means what is the subject of the sentence, what is the verb of the sentence, what is the object of the sentence. Okay, and you have already noticed the subject of the active voice will be the object of passive voice, and the object of the active voice will be the subject of passive voice. Okay, now you can ask me, how can you identify subject or object? In this regard, I am writing a sentence to get clear conception and to find out the subject or object clearly. Here it rice. I write it again. It rice. Now we will find the subject and object using some techniques. If you ask the question to verb, that means when you ask a question to verb with who, you will get the subject. If I question to the verb in this way, then who eat rice? I eat rice. You will get the subject. Who eat? I eat. And another option is, if you ask a question to verb with a what oblique whom, you will get the object, such as what do I eat? That means object rice. What I eat? Rice. Okay? And if you are not able to find out the subject or object using this technique, you have to follow the other way. That means subject, most of the cases subject is before the verb. Subject is just before the verb. And most of the cases object is just after the verb. Okay? It is very important to change the active voice to passive voice. You have to know the subject, you have to know the object or verb, and as well as you have to know the its changing form. Now I am showing you some subjective form and objective form, which is very important for changing active and passive voice. Such as if you have, such as I, subjective from, subjective and objective. I, you, he, she, we, they. I, subjective from is me, you, he, him, she, her, we, us, they, them. Okay, my dear students, these are the pronominal subject. That means I, me, you, he, him, she, her, we, us, they, them. What is the subjective form of me? The subjective form of me is I. What is the objective form of you? Objective form of you is you. What is the objective form of he? The objective form of he is him. What is the subjective form of her? The subjective form of her is she. So you have to study in this way so that it will be the part of your memory. Right? I, me, you, she, her, he, him, they, them, we, us. I, me, you, she, her, he, him, they, them, we, us. Repeatedly, you have to learn as long as it is the part of your memory. Otherwise, you are not be able to change the subject. Now, dear students, here I have written down some pronominal subject. What is the pronominal subject? The subject which is used in replace of noun. It is called pronominal subject. Except this pronominal subject, there are many subjects, but they are not changeable in shape. They are changeable in position. That means if you find any other subject except this, what you see in the world except this pronominal subject, they all may be subject, all may be object. Suppose I like to show you an example. This is a pen. Imagine it is a subject. Now you tell me, what is the subjective form of pen? The subjective form of pen is pen. And what is the objective of pen? The objective form of pen is pen. So, without this pronominal object, no subject will be changed forms. Only change the position. That means object replace in the place of subject, subject replace in the place of object. Okay? Here I will discuss more about the voice change in the next class. Already I have discussed primary importance element to change the active to passive. I think you have got the clear conception about our class. You have learned something from this point. So you have to study more and more as long as it is become the part of your memory. So my dear students, no more today. Don't forget to work hard about your study. Don't mix with the drug addicted people. Always bear in mind that drug is the another killer of human being. Express this optimism. I would like to end my session. I will catch you in the next session very soon. Till then, take care. Okay, bye bye.